Welcome to BizJet TV. My name is Fabrizio Poli, and chances are, if you've landed on this video, you're asking yourself that question: is it time for me to plan my private jet move? And this is the question we're going to answer today on this episode of BizJet TV. If you've never been here before, this is a channel all about private aviation and lots more. So, subscribe to this channel, comment below, give us a thumbs up. Let's get straight into it now. Is it time to plan your private jet move? Off we go. So the purpose of the episode today is to sort of look at some data which gives us an idea of what the trends are, where the market is going, and will help you with your decision if to go private jet or fly commercial. Now, the first interesting thing is they're expecting this year the entry-level jet charter is going to be up about 20%. Now, the Global Business Travel Association have done a number of surveys and they've collected the following data, and they discovered that 76% of the members, and the members are people who buy business travel for large organizations, they still have travel bans. Okay, so 76% of companies have travel bans. Then 89% of large business travel buyers have suspended all international travel. And most of this is due to the border restrictions. So, you go into a country, you have to sit there in quarantine for 2 weeks. So, most companies can't, let the executives sit in a hotel for 2 weeks doing nothing. So, consequently, they're not having them travel. And 64% have cut domestic travel. And public companies are limiting travel to day trips. Now, United States business jet travel is leisure or people commuting between their various homes. Okay, so this is interesting. The GBTA says that 50% of employees want to get back on the road, while there's still 17% which are unwilling to travel for business. That's interesting. 79% of business travelers say they would be comfortable after receiving the COVID-19 vaccinations. So they'd be willing to travel. And for a large number of businesses, corporate travel won't resume until third quarter. And then 70% of business jet flights are operated by companies with less than 500 employees. So what's this telling you? It's telling you that the large companies are basically sitting there and Zooming their way to meetings on Zoom. So they're not sending their people out. It seems like there's still a good percentage of people that are reluctant to fly. So that's another aspect. Another interesting factor in all this is that, a lot of airlines are struggling. And I've said this before on previous videos. So as a result, what they're doing is they're shutting down routes, or they're reducing the number of flights on certain routes. So this is creating disruption. And, a lot of companies haven't realized this yet. And once they start saying to their executives, okay, guys, we want you to go out and visit our clients in the Northwest United States or wherever it may be, and they start to go on to book flights, and they realize, well, I wanted to go on Tuesday. There's only one flight now, and it's on a Thursday, and there's only one flight in the morning, which means I have to come back on the Saturday. Oh, that's inconvenient. And so once the companies start to look at the new schedule that the airlines run, they're going to notice that a lot of the routes that they used to travel are no longer there anymore, and the frequencies aren't there. So now a trip that would take a couple of days may actually take a week. And so as we see this happen, more and more companies are going to start to say, well, what's the alternative? You could probably drive it, but that's going to take a long time. Or the other option is a private jet. Now, in the private jet market, and we're running a series at the moment on refurbishing older jets, it's interesting to see that if you look at the business jet fleet worldwide, the average age of the business jet is 17.6 years. So there's a lot of older jets out there. And as I've said before, there's buying and refurbishing an older jet is a way of getting into the market for a private jet. Now, most people that buy a private jet, they intend to fly over 250 hours a year. And it used to be that if you were going to fly less than 202 to 250 hours a year, that it was best to charter or to go down the fractional ownership route. Well, what's happening now is companies are going to say, well, I'm going to be flying 100 to 150 hours. How do I justify buying an aeroplane? Well, you can buy a plane, and maybe a refurbished older plane, like, if you can check the video out we did on the Citation XLS, click on the link above, and you can see that one. It's an interesting aeroplane. But the other option also is to lease a private jet. So the leasing allows you to have an airplane available 24/7 at your local airport, and you can use it when you want. You pay so much per month and that, but you don't have to outlay the cash to buy the airplane. And this is an option which I think is going to be very popular in the market. It probably won't be that popular now, but once we move into third quarter this year and companies start to travel and they start to realize that airline travel is going to be long and winded, so maybe the private jet is the way to go. We're going to start to see moving. But what you need to be doing, and if you're watching this video, I would encourage you to look into private jet travel now and start traveling now. Remember, it's not the large companies that use the private jets, it's the smaller companies. 70% of private jet usage is done by companies with less than 500 employees. So it may be just you and your team that need to travel by private jet. So this is really, really interesting time. And this is interesting data that tells us a clear story here that you need a private jet as a business tool in order to be competitive and go out there and start doing business in the post COVID-19 lockdown world. So if you want to contact me, you can contact us at Kaizen Aerospace. You've probably seen the banner during the video. We can organize leases, source an aircraft, all that good stuff for you. And if you haven't subscribed to BizJet TV, I encourage you to subscribe to this channel, all about private aviation. Give us a thumbs up and comment below. We'd love to hear your recommendations, suggestions for future videos. And that's all from Fabrizio Poli on BizJet TV, and I'll see you on the next one.